What's going on, guys? It's your boy Dimitri from Insight, and I'm here with some more features. All right, so today we have a couple features for you today. We have one that I would consider a major feature and a couple minor features as well, just to kind of give you more visibility, right? So the first one today is the ability to add a spotter to a case that has already been repossessed, right? So let me give you this scenario. So you have a spotter, you guys are using Insight. He goes out, he spots the unit is found, recovered, boom, bam, everything is perfect, right? However, he forgot to mark it spotted on Insight, right? So he doesn't have credit on the leaderboard, in the reports on Insight and all that stuff, right? So we gave the ability to add a spotter post recovery. And let me show you how that looks like, right? So I did a test today, and if I scroll down here we go, Dimbo admin, right? I recovered a case and I also spotted it as well, just for an example, right? Now, if I go to this case here, now let's say I wanted to add a spotter after the fact, right? I would come over here, I'd click this button called Spotted Vehicle Report, right? Because we're going to create a report for this vehicle that we've spotted, right? So I'll click here, it will bring this menu up. I'll go ahead, say the unit was accessible, the date that the correct spot was on 7/2 at, let's say, 11:05 a.m., right? Spotted by me. Let's say the color is now red. And we spotted at this address, note, test, change, spot, right? And I'm going to upload an image as well, just because you can do that. And boom. All right. So now when I hit submit, right? And just for reference, right? On the leaderboard, Dimbo is here for the top recovery. He's here for the spot. And if I go spotted secured, Dimbo is still here. All right. Now, when I hit submit on Dimitri, right? Submit. Now, my picture is uploaded. My note is added, right? And now, if I hit here on spot, now you can see Dimbo had this spot at 9 a.m. today, and I had this spot at 11:05 with my note. And if I go back to the leaderboard and I look on total repos, it's still going to say Dimbo. If I look on total spotted, it's now, see, my name just popped up. So Dimbo admin and Dimitri both have a spot, right? Because we want to give credit where credit is due, right? If Dimbo put in the work before and he spotted a unit, we still want to represent that on the leaderboard, right? Now Dimitri came in and he spotted the case before it got recovered, right? He was the last spot on the case. Therefore, that secured credit is now going to be Dimitri. And as you can see, the account that was dim with the little green car, he's no longer here, right? Now, Dimitri has a credit. And if, at least for our company, if we were to pay commissions based on the spotted units that got secured, now the system is reporting correctly to show that Dimitri spotted it last, even though Dimbo had a spot previous, right? See, same car, all operations, boom, all operations, all right? Now, next on the list, we have two areas on the platform where we want to increase a little bit of visibility, right? So we wanted to show the clients, right? Give you some more visibility with the clients. So if I click vehicle spotted, and this one is going to be with a spotting alert, right? So let's say a search event, I did find one, I create a spotting alert, right? And as a reminder, a spotting alert is created when the case can't be found in RDN, right? Insight talks directly to RDN. So when you come across a live hit or an advanced alert, those cases aren't typically in RDN at the time when you find them. So what we do here is we create a spotting alert, which allows us to create a manual entry, right? Given a last 8. And what this manual entry does, it will watch RDN for the next 72 hours. And if the case goes open with this last 8 in RDN, it will match it and give the spotter credit, right? So here, you guys have probably seen this already, but now we've added this section here to add your client, right? So now when you get a live hit, the overall client can be added to the case. So now we can keep track, or we can better keep track of all of the live hits that we can get. We can now categorize them by client and run certain stats and see how we're performing with certain clients based on these spotting alerts versus direct assignments, all right? So that's another add to your toolbox. And lastly, over here on the spotted vehicle reports, we have now decided to list the clients. So as you can see, VIN, your make, model, address, and the client will now be listed here, right? Keep in mind, oh, and look, this is the report from earlier today. See, good example, touching back on what happened earlier. Dimbo admin spotted this at 9 a.m., right? And it got recovered by Dimbo admin at 11 a.m. However, this one now shows expired, right? And now on the list, the same unit, right? 9852, Dimitri spotted it at 11:05, and demo admin had it secured at 11:10. All right, and now this says secured, unlike this one that now says expired. All right, so a couple more tools to add to your toolbox. I hope that was super beneficial for you. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, you know where to find me. Hit me up on this little chat box right down here. If you have my number, feel free to call me. If you have my email me. Please reach out. Would love to hear your feedback, and I would love to help anybody in need. All right. So you take care, and until the next few features, peace.